So in order to open this, you'll be needing a Torx T10 screwdriver. So yeah, after you've opened it, you'll see something like this, and you'll just need to remove this like so. Then next, get a pair of scissors and cut this little thing like a zip tie right here. Careful not to cut any of the wires. And then next, this one on the left here, just pull it out like so. This is all connected to the stick right here. And then next, get a flathead and we will take off the top right here. Just hold it like this and then unscrew this counterclockwise while holding the top. And you will notice that the top is getting a bit more loose, and eventually you just take the whole thing off. Then next, get a normal screwdriver and just unscrew all of these. Then take your Sanwa lever and just put it in there. It actually fits very nicely. Make sure the prongs are facing towards the buttons. I have a circle gate right here that I want to try, and all you have to do is just see these 4 little things, just pull them up. There we go. Next, I'm gonna show you how to change the springs and the actuator. Put your thumb here or a fingernail, and you need to take off these clipper these E-clips or C-clips, I believe. But in order to do that, you need a really small screwdriver to get in between this space right here. I actually had to do it on the floor, but basically you just have to put it in between the E-clip and then just pull out. Remember to hold this thing or else it will launch because it has a spring inside of it. But you will see this come outside as well, and this spring and the actuator, I believe. I have a 2-pound spring right here and a 3-pound tension spring. They're both called tension springs. And I have an oversized actuator which is 12.5, I believe, millimeters. In order to put all of that in, you have to put this thing and you have to put it up like this. Like so. Then put the tension spring in like this. And then put the actuator like that. But I don't really like using oversized actuators, so I'll only put the spring. Just pretend this is an extra actuator. Same applies though. And then like that. I prefer doing this on the bed. You should do it too. You should lean your stick on the bed because it will push down the stick and you can't really resist it. There we go, have it like this. Get some pliers ready. There we go. Now, for the top part, I will be putting in a bathtub. And yeah, this is the difference between a cheaper bathtub and a slightly more expensive one. This one costed about $2 and this one is $6. It's a Canva apparently, and it has a difference in size. They look almost the same, but they're actually pretty different if you see them in real life. Get this little dust cover thing, put it in there, take the sleeve right here, chuck it in there as well. Make sure to push it down the hole like this, and put your top in. Tighten it a bit, and then this is where the bag comes to play. Take your flathead and screw it, this time clockwise. Yeah, I think that's pretty tight. Then next, for the buttons. Okay, so I will be changing these 2 buttons. What I will be doing is basically making this part white and this part black, and vice versa to this one. I'll be showing you how to do that here. I will also be showing how to apply a foam washer, which is basically like a silencer, which I really like. Take a screwdriver of some sort. We just need to prong this in the side and it will come off. Be careful with it though. Then just pull it up like so. I will be putting a foam washer in here. Very basic. Do this like so. Then put your top back to place. Okay, let's try a sound test first. The only issue is that it does feel pretty mushy. In order to change these buttons, I recommend you to get a towel that's dry and something that grips easily. It's very thin, as you can see, so that makes it great. I'll be demonstrating it on this one. What you want to do is grab it like this with your 2 fingers, like this, and just pull it. You can also use the pinching method, just like so, like this. To remove them, just get a screwdriver or a flathead. You can only use snap-in buttons for this because there's no space for those ones that you have to tighten. In the video it might sound similar, but in real life I can tell that there's a noticeable difference in their quality, especially when pressing. And in order to put it, you just have to do this. Just align the things. Now, as you can see, the prongs are a little bit different from before, but that's completely fine. Now just do that for all of them. And here's the result of everything basically. White here, white here. These ones have no foam in them, but these ones do. Now it is time for the wire here. So I bought this 5-pin to 5-pin in order to just connect it without soldering. And as you can see here, it has this little tab right here. If my phone can focus, right here. Sorry, it's still blurry. We will be connecting that to this one. But as you can see, it has a little tab, so you can just cut that, or you can just force it in like this. But I want to cut it. Now here we go. I have some cutter over here, and we'll be cutting accordingly, right? And I'll be putting it here. You will be seeing tabs, letters in here that says UDRL. There we go. Here we go. Top side up, because you will see it will lock with the sides right there. Okay, so I actually almost had a heart attack, and this is why. A while ago I showed you the clicking thing, and I cut it off because it was only registering up and left or right, I think, and it wasn't showing the other buttons. So what you need to do is take the long part and cut it off with a scissor, and then just put it backwards like so. Alright, recording. Okay, so the first thing I noticed is that I'm actually on an octagon gate right now. I switched. Is that it feels easier to go from standing to go from holding back to down back. When I was using the 8Bitdo stick, it was actually harder to use an octagonal gate because it's harder to go from this to down back. But with this one, it actually feels really snappy, especially with an octagon gate where diagonals are harder. It's pretty easy to do it here. Or maybe it's placebo, I don't know. And yeah, that's all of it. Thanks for watching.